Shalom, giving all the praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakaha Kodash. Double honor to the elders, a great millstone who taught me this truth. A sincere Shalom, Labakaryim, Shal Yasha Allah. That's peace to the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel. Keep your eyes on what's going on with the kingdoms of the world. It's moving fast. It's not a dull moment. Just when you think you seen enough over one way, right behind you something else is brewing. So the angels, the Heavenly Father, is turning up the anger on planet Earth. You know, this is North Korea and South Korea. This just came out hours ago. You know, we're going to get into this video, but we've been instructed to keep our eyes on the tokens, you know, because it's going down on planet Earth. So you fooling around out here, you know, too long, you're going to be caught naked. This is 2nd Esdras 9:1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently. What time are we in? Because you got to measure this time diligently. Time. The indefinite continued progress of existence and events in the past, present, and the future. And that's what the prophecies give us. You know, that's why you can't make this book with any other book. The Bible is a book of prophecy. But it also gives you the past, present, and the future. This is Isaiah 34, verse 16. Seek ye out of the book of the Lord, which is the Bible, and read, if the Lord bless you with the spirit to read. There is a spirit that makes you read. No one of these shall fail. No one of these books. Book of Jeremiah, Isaiah, Ezekiel. You got the laws. You got the songs. You got the writings, the Proverbs. You got the gospel. You got the revealing. We're in the time of the apocalypse, the time of Revelations, the time of Daniel's, the time of Esdras. We're in some serious times. None of these is going to fail. None shall want her mate, for my mouth if have commanded, and his spirit. That's the part. This book was put together by the spirit. It have gathered them. So this book was put together by the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah. That's why we can link up, you know, today's events with biblical prophecy and let you know that we at the end of empire. We at the end of Esau world, in the beginning of Jacob. Jacob is the father of the 12 sons, the 12 tribes of Israel. Jacob's name, which is Yaqub in the Hebrew, was changed to Yah-Shah Allah, which is Yah, he, Shah, prince, Allah, power. The prince that has power with who? Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah. Therefore, changing his children's name to the 12 tribes of Israel. You're in the rescue of these 12 tribes, which the world has been hiding for hundreds of years. Who are you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, Native Indians, scattered throughout North, Central, South America? And we talking all the way up from Canada down to Brazil, as well as the rest of the four corners of the earth. All this truth is out. Because we're in a time of something called the Great Awakening when you go into Ezekiel, the 37th chapter, where Ezekiel saw a valley full of dry bones. And then the bones started to wake up, and an exceedingly great army, and they was given the breath. That's the elect. Yahweh Shai is looking for his elect out of that nation of Israel. And we're in this time right now. So he answered me, once again, 2nd Esdras 9:1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently. Time, once again. The indefinite continued progress of existence and event in the past, present, and future, regarding as a point of time, a measure of hours and minutes, past, midnight, and noon. Hours, moment. So we measuring these hours, these moments, we measuring it diligently in itself. So you're not stopping. When you're diligent in something, it's a continued process. When you're diligent, this is diligent in a way that shows care and continuance of one's work and duty. That's diligent. He spends his night diligently working. Okay? That's just an example. We spend our nights and hours and times in these prophecies right now. And when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, this is the angel speaking to Ezra, then thou shalt understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest, who's the highest? Who's the Ancient of Days? Yahweh. So this is the time when Yahweh, but he's going to use his son Yahweh Shah, will begin to visit the world which he made. You Edomites say make this world. This was given into your hand for a time and a dividing of times. The Lord made this world and he's coming back for it. So let's check this out. North Korea is getting busy. South Korea is getting busy. So you got this picking up because everything is coming together. This is kingdom against kingdom, nation against nation.
Korean leader Kim Jong-un gets a case of road rage as he tries to disconnect the North from the South. Alex Hogan has more. A carefully choreographed series of explosions near the Korean border has tensions escalating between the North and the South. On Tuesday, North Korean leader Kim Jong-un ordered the destruction of roads that link his country with the South, just days after claiming the South Korean military flew drones over the capital, Pyongyang. South Korea responded with artillery fire into the DMZ while also beefing up its forces at the border.
It is a clear violation of inter-Korean agreements and very abnormal behavior. We cannot help but deplore North Korea's regressive behavior.
But most observers say it's unlikely more military action will follow, calling Tuesday's explosions more of a symbolic display of anger by Kim Jong-un designed to limit South Korea's cultural influence on the North.
Young people in North Korea have this longing towards South Korea due to the influence of South Korean soap operas and K-pop.
You see that? Soap operas and K-pop. South Korea's influence is from the beast, which is controlled by the whore. These are biblical terms. The beast will be the EU and NATO, and the whore sits on the beast, which is America. And South Korea is an ally, as well as Japan. You see what's going on in Japan with the women, going to college. Japan looks like a gigantic New York City, man. Just all out of order. And so does South Korea. So North Korean kids are looking at South Korean kids and saying, well, they look like they're having more fun than us. So there's a political struggle, a moral struggle. Because, this whore has no morals. This is Revelation 17:1. I'm just reading. And there came one of the 7 angels, which had the 7 vials, and talked with me, saying, come hither. This is the angel speaking to John. I will show thee the judgment of the great whore, which is America, which sitteth upon many waters, which is the people, with whom the kings of the earth, these other nations, you're looking at 2 of the kings battling. Small crowns, but nevertheless, they're kings, North Korea and South Korea. Because North Korea is in the bed as well, but just not as close as South Korea. Which whom the kings of the earth had committed fornication, And the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunken with the wine of her fornication. So when you hear them say they're Indian South Korean children, because one thing about the Edomites, when they come over, they come with this liberal spirit. Be free. You know, that YOLO. You know, they put some music and money behind it, and everything is a party with an Edomite. So you got a lot of confusion going on with the children of the world, you know, when it comes to the democracy of America. Let me hear that again.
Young people in North Korea have this longing towards South Korea due to the influence of South Korean soap operas and K-pop. Kim's top priority is getting rid of this influence.
The destruction of the roads also follows a declaration by Kim that South Korea is the North's principal enemy and a peaceful reunification is no longer his goal. But the U.S. says it's still looking for a diplomatic solution that will bring down tensions and end the military threat.
And you see that? That's that sword. So they had to put, you know, the United States is in everything. Because that's the whore. Remember, all nations, all kings of the earth, they committed fornication with her. So, you know, Esau is the end of the world. And Jacob is the beginning of it that followed. That's why it's very, very important to measure thou the time diligently in itself. Like we just read. You know, and the time. Meaning the past, present, and the future if you've been blessed with the unction. This is 2nd Ezra 6 and 9. For Esau is the end of the world. Now, this world goes into an age. Okay? You got different definitions for the word world. Okay? You got, in the Greek, you have eon, which is the age, a time. You got orquimini, which is the actual planet, and you have cosmos, which is an arrangement of government, you know. But this is world, and I'm just looking at this definition they got here. It says Earth, globe, planet, society. Look what they got for world here. Society, you know, circle, arena, territory. Group, division, section, sector, a department. They going in without telling you. Because this world is a society. Like the Roman world. You know, this is the American world. This is Esau's world. So Esau is the end of the world. So we at the end of your prophecy, so like it. And Jacob, which is you so-called Negroes and Hispanics and Native Indians, for Jacob is the beginning of it that follows. So when you go through history, when one empire falls, another empire is usually on the rise. And we ain't just talking about a few years on the rise. We talking about these empires, the Lord got it set up in heaven to where they're hundreds of years ahead of the next empire. It's just got to be pushed into the earth and implemented. So the rulership of us breaking out of the clutch of our enemies, mainly our brother Esau, is already written in the heavens. So this war is already done. That's what makes prophecy even more scarier, you know, to the masses. That's that sword.
Has remained intensely.
That's that sword right there. Let me see. Let me try to get that again. It's acting up in that service. I guess we can end it right there. It's the Lord, you know, giving all the praise. Hold on.
Amazon fall favorites are here.
See if I can get that sword again.
Thank you, Claire. Thank you, Claire. Thank you, Claire.
No, it
Thank
went
you,
off.
Claire.
Okay,
Thank
giving
you.
all the
The
praise,
economic-
honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah HaKodash, double honor to the elders of Great Millstone, told me it's true. Shalom.